everyone, it's Annie and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be going over my March favorites with you guys. So these are the things I just absolutely fell in love with over the month of March. It includes perfumes, body wash, books, other things like that. So if that sounds like something you guys are interested in, let's go ahead and jump right on into the video. Alright, so I figured I would go over the mists I've been loving this past month. So this isn't going to include anything that's in my project because my goal is to really work on those. So of course I'm going to be using those constantly. But the first one is Daffodil Daydreams. This one, I don't know the exact notes because it's just a mini, but I know it's got daffodil and marshmallow in it and then a little something else. It's so pretty. It's so sweet and a little bit floral, but it's not like a decadent gourmand marshmallow. It's in a similar vein to Sweet Petal Pound Cake, where it's sweet and flowery, but not gourmand. I don't know. It's really pretty. I have 4 little bottles of this. This is my first one. I'm almost half through it. Anytime I want to smell sweet and girly, but not crazy floral or crazy fruity or gourmand or anything, this is just the perfect balance. So I've been loving this. I wore it all Easter weekend, paired with pistachio brulee from Le Monde Gourmand, as well as Sabrina Carpenter's Sweet Tooth. And I think there was a third combo I tried, but I didn't love as much. But those two are really pretty with this one. But overall, in general, it's just, I've been loving this. It's the perfect heading into spring kind of a scent. I don't know if you guys can quite tell today, but it's very overcast and cloudy. We're actually heading into a snowstorm that's going to lead into a rainstorm that's going to last 3 or 4 days. So this is the hope getting me into the spring, even though right now, I know it's not quite spring yet, but regardless, I love this. This is gonna be the perfect transitional scent once we finally hit spring weather over here. And the other mist I've been obsessed with, this has been a February and March favorite, but I didn't do a February favorites because everything is just it was a crazy end of February, start of March, so that video just didn't happen. But I'm still loving this one. That is Without a Trace from Finery. It's actually what I'm wearing right now. It's just so pretty and light and sweet. Again, I don't know what the notes are. I'll try and put them at the bottom of the screen if I can find them, but it's just, I love it. I raved about it in my video where I hauled the Finery and the Pacifica and talked about Mix Bar and stuff like that. I raved about this and I'm still loving it. I've still got, quite a bit of a dent. The kind of thing where it's part of me wants to get the perfume because it's so pretty. But then another part of me is well, I have the mist and it's more of a home comfy scent for me, not really the kind of thing I would wear out and about. So being at home, it's kind of an overcast, gross day. This is comfy without being a heavy gourmand cakey kind of scent. It's just, I don't know. I love it. I'm still loving it. This is just one of my favorite things right now. So then the perfume I've been obsessed with this past month and a half-ish. This is one I thought I would never really like because I've had it for, I'd say almost a year now. And when I first got it, it was super powdery, really not very sweet or chocolatey, which is what everyone says Choco Musk is this powdery, sweet, chocolatey scent. I didn't get any of that. So I probably didn't even wear it for the first year I had it because I also heard if you let, especially Arabian perfumes, if you let them set for a while, the smells will kind of alter and get a little different. I was hoping it would get sweeter and it did. This now is such a sweet, powdery, chocolatey scent, but it's so much more chocolatey than it was, and it's a good chocolate. It's not that gross artificial chocolate that sometimes you can get in perfumes, mists, candles especially, have that waxy chocolate scent that's disgusting. This does not have that. This is delicious now. I've been wearing it a lot with Bare Vanilla and oh my gosh, that is such a good combo. Honestly, wish I'd been doing that from the get-go. Those two are beautiful together. This adds a little bit of a muskiness, but not so heavy and dark. It's super, like I said, sweet and powdery and chocolatey as well. It's just so good. I'm loving this. I feel like I could just talk and talk and talk about this for the longest time. Not to mention, this is $10. Like, you can get this off Amazon for 10 bucks. That's insane for perfume, especially for like how good and strong this one is. Like, when I put this on myself, I can smell it through my entire 8-hour workday. Like, it's so good. It's so good that I went back to Amazon to look for more perfumes from this brand. They have one that's called, I think it's French Coffee, and it's supposed to be like a sweet, creamy cappuccino kind of a scent. I ordered that. It's coming in soon. I will let you guys know. I'm imagining I'll probably have to let it set for a little bit like I did for this one, but I'm really excited. I'm hoping it's in like a vanilla mocha martini kind of a vein, because I would love a perfume that's like a coffee perfume. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. But regardless, this one I've been obsessed with, absolutely loving. It's the kind of thing like I want to break out my other bottle of Bare Vanilla just so I can keep playing with this. So my last like body care type item is, I was actually debating whether or not to tell you guys about this in this video, because I have an upcoming video, I guess I'll sneak peek it right now, of the new like pricier body washes at the drugstore. So like the new Dove, the new Olay, the Bioma, and then that Sunday brand. I want to try the new Love Beauty and Planet, like $10 bottles, or no, they're like 12 or 13. I don't know. I want to try those ones, but I haven't found a scent that I love yet. So like, not too sure yet. But regardless, we're talking about the new Dove. I have the Hydration Boost, the 6% hydrating serum, whatever that means. But oh my gosh, this is so good. Like, this is, I don't want to talk too much about it, but I also want to talk a ton about it because I'm going to be talking about it in that other video. But it's so hydrating, but it's not like a thick, like a too thick formula. It lathers really beautifully. Like, a little goes a long way. It's just, I don't know, I'm loving this. I wish they were a little cheaper, of course, because I like the like $7 price range of a Dove body wash rather than this 10, 11, 12, depending on where you get it. I've been obsessed with this. I've been loving it. My husband's tried it. He really likes it too. So definitely recommend something to try. I know, again, they're a little bit pricier. So it's the kind of thing where it's like, I would get this one, finish the entire thing, maybe try a different one, sort of a thing, rather than like collect a whole bunch of them. But I love this so far. Spoiler alert for that video. Once I've made that video, I'll link it down below for you guys, but I have not filmed it yet. I'm still trying everything out, but so far, absolutely loving this. So then I also have a hair care item that I've been recently obsessed with. So I've been trying to focus more on like scalp health recently, because I've noticed like my hair doesn't get greasy first, my scalp gets itchy first. And that's when I know like I need to wash my hair. I don't know if that's just product buildup or if it's something having to do with like the products I'm using are agitating my scalp. It won't start to get itchy until like 2 or 3 days post-wash. So I don't think it's like an initial agitation sort of thing, but I've been focused on scalp health. And I picked this up a little while ago and I just hadn't tried it yet, but it's the Pacifica Rosemary Apple Cider Scalp Detox. And it's like a liquid that you just like, you know, put into your scalp, kind of massage it in, and then let it set for like 5 to 7-ish minutes. And it's supposed to be like replacing your shampoo for that wash, and it's just like really getting everything clean. I've been loving it. It doesn't smell the greatest because, you know, apple cider vinegar, so it smells like vinegar, but I've been really loving it, honestly, and I think my scalp is loving it too. I don't use this every shower. I use it like every other shower at the moment, and then my goal is the showers I don't use this, I want to do like a scalp oil beforehand. I haven't gotten into a good routine with that yet, so you have to kind of let that set a little bit longer, and I tend to forget that step. But I've been really enjoying this. I think it's really helping my scalp. The unfortunate thing is I use a ton of this all at once. So this one I happened to get on clearance, but originally I want to say they're like $10-ish a pop, maybe more. So that's kind of a downside, but I'm willing to continue to get these because my scalp it feels better when I use this. So again, I don't know if it's just like the shampoo I'm using my scalp doesn't love, but I've been using this, like I said, every other shower, and my scalp's been loving it. So I'm gonna continue to use this. I just wanted to like let you guys know that I know it's a little bit different for what I normally talk about, but I'm loving it, so I wanted to let you guys know. So now on to the last thing I wanted to talk about, and that is books, specifically a series of books, which I've got all of them right here. I read the entire Court of Thorns and Roses series this past month. I regularly go to Goodwill just to pick up books because I read pretty quickly. So I don't like spending like Target or Walmart prices on books when I can get them at Goodwill for like $5-6, and then I just crank them out. If I don't like them, send them right back to Goodwill. So that was where I got the first two. I found these for like $6 a pop. I was like, I've seen this book all over YouTube and Instagram and like all the places. It's been everywhere. So I figured, you know, for $12, I'd grab the two of them. I cranked through this thing so fast. I don't want to go into too many details on like the series because one, it's a 5-book series. That's a lot of details, but it's a fantasy type book with like fairies and stuff like that, which isn't typically my genre, but like I said, I cranked through these. I could not put these books down. They were so good. It makes me want to like dip my toes in the fantasy realm a little bit more. It's still not quite like my favorite thing. I love just like fiction. Historical fiction is so good. I need to find more historical fiction books. I recently read The Other Boleyn Girl, I believe is what it was called. I can't remember the author. I'll try and like write her name down below, but that was fun. I just enjoyed, it was a really thick book, so it was like almost too long, but I love historical fiction. There's just something about it I really enjoy. But back to these. So like I said, I just really enjoyed this series. It was nice to just like have a series to work on because I can't remember the last time I read a series. I typically just read like the onesie twosie books that might have a sequel, but like these are also super hefty, like except for the fourth one, which in my opinion, unnecessary, waste of time. I read it in an afternoon. It's like a Christmas winter solstice type book, and I was like, okay, like unnecessary to the plot, but whatever. It struck me as like this was supposed to be a trilogy because like by the third one, the major spoiler alert, the major conflict is kind of resolved. So then the fourth one was just kind of like filler, and then the fifth one just like focused on a different character completely. So there was that. The fourth and fifth were not my favorites for sure. I loved the original, or like the first three, but overall I really enjoyed the series. It's something that like I said, I bought the first two at Goodwill just to test it out, and I loved it so much I paid full price for the other three so I could continue to like crank them out and really enjoy them. It's definitely a series I would read again like a year or two down the road, maybe just like skipping the fourth book. I don't know, it just felt so unnecessary. Like maybe that's just me, and like I said, it felt like a trilogy that it got popular so they wrote 2 more books. But regardless, I really enjoyed it. If you love fantasy, if you love books about fairies, it's got some romance, it's got some like war type things as well, some like, you know, big battle-y conflicts. I really enjoyed these. It's something I would highly recommend. Definitely give it a go. At least try out the first book. Like I really enjoyed the first book, which of course made me read the second, made me read the third. So highly recommend, give it a go if that sounds like your kind of thing. Even if it doesn't sound like your kind of thing, and you can find the book on like clearance or discount or whatever, like give the first one a go, read the first couple of pages, first chapters. It hooked me right in, and I just fell in love. All right, so those are some of the things I've been loving this month. I want to hear from you guys. Do you have a favorite book? Do you have a favorite mist, perfume, lotion, body wash, snack, TV show? Like, do you have, like, what are your favorites from this month, from this year? I want to hear from you guys. I want to get some recommendations for you guys because I'm kind of in between places, at least on books at the moment. I'm reading The Book of Lost and Found by Lucy Foley. I had to check because it's over there. I'm enjoying that one so far. We'll see how it goes, but I'm always looking for new book recommendations because I read too fast sometimes, and I love to read. I'm a reader, always have been. So I'd love book recommendations, mist recommendations, other scalp care recommendations. I'd love to hear from you guys because I just think that'd be really fun. I love recommending things to you guys. I love hearing your recommendations, especially if it's something you think I'd like. All right, you guys, that is everything. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave me a like and a comment below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.